Well, if you know my son, you know he loves his Nemos. How many Nemos do you have?
Like 30 or something.
Like 30 or something. That's probably pretty accurate. Anyway, he saw my little Banshee shoulder puppet from Pandora that I plan to wear when we get to Disney, and I thought it would be very cool if he had his own little shoulder guy. And since he likes Nemo so much, I figured we'd do something with Nemo. So let's see the big Nemo on your shoulder. The big Nemo doesn't work out as well as I would have liked because it's just quite simply a little bit too floppy. But it stays on his shoulder. I used rare earth magnets, the disc shape. I think it's called neodymium magnets. I just basically call them rare earth magnets. Where's the magnet? Oops. And it's a very powerful magnet. This is about the size of, it's a little larger than a quarter. Very strong. Here, hover Nemo just over my hand. Let's see when it. So okay, go ahead and put the little Tsum Tsum. I think they're pronounced Tsum Tsum. If they're not, don't kill me, because I don't know. So this is Tsum Tsum Nemo, and the Tsum Tsum Nemo is much better than the big floppy Nemo. And he could actually probably do somersaults. He could definitely get on all the rides with this Nemo on his shoulder. As you can see, he can bounce up and down, and it stays firmly attached to his shirt at all times. Really enjoying the little Tsum Tsum shoulder pet. Okay, so if you guys like the idea of having a little shoulder pet Tsum Tsum or some other small plush toy to sit on your child's shoulder, or maybe even your own shoulder because you're cool and fun like that, here's what I suggest, at least when it comes to the Tsum Tsum. The Tsum Tsum has a nice little base here, and I basically took an X-Acto knife, or just any blade will do. You cut along this area of the Tsum Tsum. Once you open it up, this bottom portion has like a little pellet sack right here. Try not to rip into that pellet sack. If you do, you probably get pellets everywhere, but it's not really a big deal. But just know that there is a little pellet sack right here, whereas the rest up here is cottony, and you get that little pellet sack down here. Not a problem, just wanted you to be aware because it kind of surprised me. Then what you're going to want to do is take your rare earth magnet and figure out, your positive and negatives, so you insert it correctly. Put a little dab of E6000 glue, or any kind of like a super glue that will really work well on fabric, onto the portion that's going to go, if you're setting it down. I can't get it too close to this because it's going to attract, but basically slide the magnet into the pocket that you created, and this part, with the glue on it, will stick down on top of the pellet sack right there, and then just hold it there for like a minute, and it'll be super glued. If you want to make sure the glue is extremely secure, give it about a half hour or so before you start playing around with your other magnet. And once it's secure and glued, just go ahead and why am I holding this magnet? It's just presenting problems. It's just too strong. Ugh. Okay. Then you're going to want to sew up this little area here as best as you can, and try to have it not interfere with your little Tsum Tsum face. And there you go. You can also sew up a little pouch to hold the rare earth magnet, so it could be a little bit nicer to sit on your child's skin. I did that, but it only lasted a day because the magnet's too powerful, and the way my son pulls things apart is violent. But if you're an adult, feel free to make a little padded cushion or so for your shoulder. I mean, it's not that bad. It's not too annoying, but and there you go. And you got a strong little shoulder buddy that can sit on your shoulder all day. And you can apply this trick to any stuffed animal, like I said, although the Tsum Tsum I think is a perfect size so that it will sit on your shoulder and not be too annoying to the wearer or to anyone else. It won't be too obnoxious. And it's easy because this particular area here is very easy to open up. So you can insert the disc magnet inside. Other stuffed animals are a little bit trickier. Let me show you that other Nemo. Okay, so with this larger Nemo, I opened up the base, but like a lot of stuffed animals, you're going to have a vertical seam to deal with. I much prefer the horizontal seam because it's easier to glue in your magnet. So I had a lot of trouble with this other Nemo. I can't tell you how strong this is. This is very strong. I will link in the description for this exact neodymium magnet for you. I got it off of Amazon. You can get them in bunches. And it's roughly about $1 a magnet figure, and you're going to need at least 2 for this project. So for this stuffed animal, I actually had to open here and along here. So I had like a plus to deal with, and this was very challenging because when I went to glue the magnet in, and again there is a little pellet sack right here, annoyingly, and I tried to glue the magnet onto that sack, and it just kept sliding around and it was fighting me, and so was the fabric. So I gave this one a good hour before I actually started sewing it all up to make sure that the glue was secure. And the magnet location is right here. Right here. So I tried to fit it just under this top seam and sew it up by hand as good as I could. As you can see, like I said, this magnet is strong. It just wants to go there. And then I wanted to show you this Tsum Tsum, which I was thinking of turning into a shoulder buddy for myself. This is Hey Hey, the crazy rooster from Moana. And again, I like the Tsum Tsums because you got this perfect seam here, and you just take your blade and slice it and slip in your magnet with a little dab of glue and then sew it up and you're good to go. And they're really the perfect size. And, you know, makes it pretty easy to hand sew right back up instead of having to deal with all sorts of different seams like this particular stuffed animal. Of course, every stuffed animal will be different. I'm trying to find the Disney store Groot currently, but that one is so cute that it's like sold out everywhere, and they're charging like $50 or $60 on eBay for it, and that's ridiculous. But if I can get my hands on that Groot, I'm going to turn that into a little shoulder buddy too, with the same methods, and I think that'll be great. Also, you're going to want to keep these magnets away from everything electronic, so tablets, computers, cameras, because like I said, they are a powerful beast. I mean, no joke. But again, you can do cartwheels with a Tsum Tsum shoulder buddy with this magnet. So this Nemo is going to be all set for all of the rides at Disney World. And probably Universal too. We're going to Universal also, and you know, even though it's a Disney buddy, I don't think Universal will mind. So there you go. If you're interested in making your own, that's my suggestion for making a really cool Tsum Tsum shoulder buddy, or any plush toy shoulder buddy. Just make sure that your seams, when you sew them, are very secure, because these magnets are very strong, and if that sew line is not secure, that magnet will rip out when you take your shoulder buddy on and off your shoulder. So just be careful and try to be gentle, and make sure you've got a good stitch job, and it'll last you for a while. Enjoy!